All right, what do we got? We got blue. We got gold and blue.
Ooh.
Oh, that's nice.
Ooh.
All right. Pretty Protossy.
Like that one. Okay.
Nice. Another pose change. Little fell action.
Yes.
All right.
Hey,
Wait.
Kyle, just listen
What?
to last week's ITN, and I'm completely down with your idea of some sort of monster unit for a hero release.
Yeah. I really want that Devil Soar.
Kind of wish that the blue skin changed the wing color. You're right, the wings are red for most of the demon, if not all of them.
Yeah, all we hear is that
that
updating the art or the effects assets back here.
Mm-hmm.
Those are complicated to do. Is word on the street. But doing these skin colors is easy.
Gotcha.
Whatever system they have.
Yeah, hashtag Team Devil Sword.
Yeah, we need to get Devil Soar on the list.
I mean, we can.
On the cover-up screen.
We can absolutely do that.
Yeah. All right, here he is.
Oh, you're right.
Sitting wide.
He's got an Iron Man skin. Because they make the circle on his chest glow with the red. Yeah.
That's cute.
Good morning, Better.
Now, as I always say about Blizzard games, you can date when they worked on something based on the reference.
Ah.
So that Iron Man update being a circle.
Clearly Avengers.
I think Imperius has been in the game for a really long time. In fact, we heard in 2014 the voice department say after the release of Reaper of Souls that he had come into the studio to record again.
Yeah.
Which we knew was for Heroes of the Storm at the very least. That was 2014. 2000... Yeah, that was the year.
Yeah.
First year they did the voice actor.
This is Imperius Echoes.
Here he is.
He is live on the PTR.
Nice. Very nice.
Yes! I knew he liked Limbo.
That's extra cute.
Shimmies!
But his halo goes over the top.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Do it again.
Yeah, so he doesn't make it all the way under in a sense. He gets halfway and then it's doesn't hit the bar.
Comes up around it.
He's very interactive with his halo.
Ooh.
Nice inner glow.
Oh, he looks so good. Ooh. Ooh.
Nice launch. Nice launch.
Ooh.
All right, let's get these boobs out of here.
Yeah, get out of here, boobs.
Yeah, boobs.
Nobody likes boobs.
The battle continues.
All right. Let's see what we got. Let's see the basics. We got 2,549 health.
So which is the taunt and which is the dance? The dance is the limbo?
The dance is the limbo.
Cool. And then the taunt is when he throws his crown up in the air.
Exactly. And then the hearth is the wave around your stick.
So good.
Then prepare to launch. Off he goes.
So good. Was it a snake rattle at the end of his hearth? I don't know.
The snake rattle?
And what does he say when he taunts?
I must heal. How fortunate for you.
I think it's come and fight me if you
Display your valor immediately.
Display your valor.
immediately. He changes it though. That
Fight
wasn't
me,
what
bro.
he said last time.
Sacrilege.
Sacrilege.
Heaven reigns.
We got a pretty decent auto attack. Basic attacks per second.
What does his auto attack put him near?
Range 2. Oh, you want to know stat wise?
Yeah, because you said it's impressive, but
Yeah.
what is he? Who is he sitting near?
Let's head over to.
He should say you lift, bro. Maybe he does. We'll have to. I mean, I'm sure someone's data mining his voice lines already. We want level 1 or level 0? Or I guess it doesn't change between the two.
No. All right. So we were here about Artanis. 2,549. 2,549. So between Dahaka and Asmodee.
cool.
But in that Leoric Artanis sort of area.
All right.
We have a AA damage. And that was of 126.
Oh, Kyle, while you guys were away, I got matched against someone named Tarask in Team League. One of my teammates thought it was you, but I knew better because it was a Kael'thas who took combustion.
Oh, spreading the bad word. Nah, you know, props to Gorath and everybody else who uses convection well. I do not. So we're looking at about above Zeratul. What do we got? 126?
Yeah, 126.
126. So Junkrat, between Junkrat, Zeratul, but above Butcher, but he's got his quest baked in, so of course he's a little low. There's Cassia. Garrosh, which is interesting.
Well, there we're getting a little high, but I didn't realize Garrosh's single
slow.
attack was, yeah.
Oh. And we also have a 2 range, which is pretty good, which means we should be able to reach over the top. So, you know, he's got a spear.
Yeah.
So we're sitting at that 2 range, like Kharazim and Valera. Oh, that's speed, pardon me. Range. Should be alongside Leoric, Arthas, Chen, Kerrigan, Leoric. Yep. So these guys with a little bit of reach on them.
Sammy.
So the bigger weapons.
Yeah.
And then the speed, attacks per second, is what? 0.83. So Garrosh, Rag, and Misha.
Aww.
Hey, Lucio. Oh, probably because it's Lucio as the full set of multi-attacks, not the individual throws.
All right, so we've looked at that.
Yep.
What does he do?
What, in general?
What are his traits? What are his abilities?
Oh, he's got all sorts of stuff.
Okay.
Valorous Brand. Each basic ability marks enemy heroes hit for 10 seconds. Basic attacks consume the mark, dealing 30% bonus damage per mark.
So we're kind of looking at an Orphea thing here.
Yeah, kind of Orphea-y, maybe a little, without marking. You could even say that Varian has something like this, but it's cooldown based, just Heroic Strike.
Gotcha.
Celestial Charge. 10 seconds, 40 mana. Okay, well, we are mana based. 40, 60, 50. Cooldown 10 seconds, 8, 12. Cool. Lunge forward towards the target, direction, and stab. 36 damage, not a lot of damage. Enemy hero is hit. Channel to stun for 1 second. Channel to stun. Deal additional damage when fully finished. Channel to stun.
There we go.
Makes it sound like I need to do something active.
Yeah.
But that doesn't seem to be the case. Cool, yeah.
Oh, so you can get 2 of them.
Let me see if I can cancel it early.
Look
Nope,
at that.
I can activate that guy while in it, but I can't cancel early.
You can't cancel the stab early.
No.
So why does it say channel if they don't give you the ability to cancel it?
I don't know. Weird language there. Channel, it should be channel a stun for 1 second, maybe? The channeling is important language because it means we're interruptible.
Oh, so that's what that's there for then, is that someone could knock you out of.
Right, so if I was stunned during this bar.
It would free them
and
stop your stun. Okay.
Exactly. Stun, silenced. Any of those would do a polymorph, which is a type of silence. And then more damage once it's completed.
Cool.
Well, it seems pretty forgiving. I mean, look at this lineup here. And if we hit it,
all 3.
We pull them all together.
Yeah.
So not only do you get all 3 in a big, thick little blade there, you also bring them into a skill shot line.
Yeah. Also, I wonder with the marks, do they disappear all at once? So say they have 3 marks. Is it 3 disappears, then 2 disappears, then 1 disappears? Or do they all disappear together at the same time?
It appears that they're forever. Nope, wait, there we go. There was a duration on them. 10 seconds. 10-second duration.
But is it 30 seconds total if they have 3 marks, or 10 seconds and then...
Oh, we can figure that out.
Each mark has its own counter.
Well, it looks like if we hit multiple heroes, they each get their own marks, and then the auto attack is enhanced.
Oh, but you hit one guy with the Q twice, and he didn't get 2 marks. See?
Oh, that is curious.
So that means, I guess you have to...
Marks enemy heroes. Each basic ability marks. So they need to be hit by 3 different basic abilities.
To get the 3 marks.
Seems to be the language there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so redoing this over and over isn't going to get me.
Exactly. Would you be able to stop a mosh? I guess only if you're uninterruptible when you dash in, and I don't think it says you're uninterruptible.
Yeah,
Correct?
you have to be unstoppable, but let's try
Unstoppable, pardon me.
That was a little off. No, we were rooted there during the charge. Cool. Tested. You could not get to a mosh. So same thing as Diablo.
Okay, and then later on we are totally gonna try the mark. So we gotta try mark, Hearthstone, and then can you teleport back to the person? So that's why I have the question about the stack. Because how long do you have, right?
Well, we have 10 seconds.
No. When you have 3, do you have 30 seconds then? Or is it still just 10 seconds because they all disappear at a different time?
Well, we can figure that out by going on to more abilities.
Yeah.
Like Solaron? Solarian Fire. Solarian's Fire. Release a fiery wave that deals damage. 104. Enemies hit by the center take 52 bonus damage and are slowed. Okay. All right, sure.
Nice.
Slowing.
Oh, look, the mark they have is correspondent to which basic ability hit them.
The pip. The pip is related to which.
That's cool.
So when you're looking at them, you would know, okay, this guy I've hit with an E
and now
and a W.
The 3, yeah.
To get my third mark, I gotta hit a guy.
Oh, they all disappeared
Q.
at the same time.
Because all 3 are tied to one bonus attack. 30% bonus damage.
Oh, did you do a basic attack?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he seems to have a lot like Leoric.
And Solarian is the name of his spear.
So a lot like Leoric, he seems to have a reset on his auto attack. So if you're looking to optimize stab, 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 stab. But he has a auto attack reset on a spell cast. So we do stab, spell cast, stab. So we can get it out a little faster.
Yeah.
So like Leoric, you want to do auto attack, swing, Q, and then land your next auto attack.
But don't you want to make sure you have all 3 and then hit them with your basic attack?
All I'm saying is that if you want to do that, you're gonna have to be very careful.
Okay.
Because you will reset your auto attack by doing this. So this right here, I'm ready as soon as I cast that spell for my next auto attack.
Yeah.
So if for some reason I didn't want to auto attack them against it, I got to make sure I'm already clicking him back.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, he's going to have one ready the second it goes. Whereas otherwise, you walk up to him and you kind of have this wind up, so you can kind of interrupt your own stutter step. Molten Armor. 12 seconds. 50 mana. Shroud Imperius in Flames for 3 seconds, striking a nearby enemy for 20 damage every 0.25 seconds. Imperius heals for 100% of the damage dealt, with healing doubled versus heroes. Okay,
nice.
Pretty standard, right? So shooting mini missiles. If we do one guy, they all go into one guy, doing more damage if there's a single hero. Now we got to test, of course, if it prioritizes heroes in lane. Let's go ahead and grab that Sonya. And I assume it would like the kind of fire a little bit on everybody there.
Yeah.
Yep. Bonus auto attack? No.
Does it refresh after EAAs?
We do favor heroes. Does what refresh on AA?
I'm not sure.
We're on cooldowns toggled off right now. So these cooldowns are not based on any traits or anything at the moment, if that was the confusion. Cool. So they all go into a hero if nearby. Otherwise, they spread out among the entire lane.
Cool. Let's see how pip cooldown works.
All right, so he's got 3 on him. 1 Mississippi, 2.
Okay, cool. So each pip has its own counter. Perfect. That's all I wanted to know.
So each pip is tied to the 10 seconds of the ability that hit it. So if I were to hit that guy and then run in here, that middle's going to fade on the middle way before the right one will.
Activate it, AA a hero, and see if the same cast does another buff.
Oh, you're talking about this guy. Yes, that's a really cool thought.
Oh, it just keeps putting it on.
Yeah, so we would actually do the best damage.
Cool, so you can auto attack while your E is active.
Yeah. So we absolutely, so that's a little bit of an optimization to note.
Yeah.
You can activate your E during a lunge, but I'd be losing damage. Or if I wanted to do something like this, I definitely lose damage because I'm not getting auto attacks in.
Yeah.
So I might want to do a snag, sure, but then once I'm actually walking with them, kiting them along, and then I probably want to do, so we get them, then we slow, and then we walk with them a little bit. All right, cool.
So we want to run away from Imperius if he uses that spell. Exactly. And
Yeah.
Creeper, Happy New Year. Happy freaking New Year, everybody. Happy 2019. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday season. And your celebrations were just as great.
Yeah, we can use that for switcheroonies. And then a slow. 3 seconds long, 1 second stun. So wouldn't want to do it in that order either because we'd lose value on our slow.
Yeah.
So our engage probably maybe
I mean,
looks
unless
like
you're
something
trying
like
to
this.
catch up to them, right? Then you'd want to slow them and go in for the lance.
Yeah, exactly, because that has more range than the lance does by a little bit.
Yeah.
So when you're chasing somebody down, it might look like that, and then
So-
you get in. But right as that ends, you'd want to activate.
Pop that and start going. So you
start-
can auto attack
Exactly,
as they're
during
lit
your
on
molten
fire.
armor.
I honestly thought you were playing Legion Commander in Huts. I know Legion Commander.
Oh yeah, Legion Commander's
She
a good
was
one.
awesome.
Dung, 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 dung.
And good to hear that, Antares.
Let's take some damage and see what healing off a minion wave looks like. So, oh no, oh man, what a rough duel it's been for Imperius in the bottom. Can he get healed up?
Let's see how much healing. Well, he wants to fight heroes,
Yeah,
right?
not very good, not very good.
He doesn't care about minions. That's below him. What a waste of time.
So we get 100% bonus healing against heroes. So here comes our Tannis.
Okay. We're still kind of bruised.
It's only molten armor, so it's not all basic abilities.
There we go. Isn't he just gonna swap out of your... Oh, look at that. Was there a lane collapse on you, though?
A little bit.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so we can kind of stand against him.
Yeah.
So 41-41, that ain't too bad. That ain't too bad. All right, let's start going talents. Impaling quest.
Ooh.
Impaling light. Celestial charge deals 125% increased damage. Celestial charge. Okay. Stun multiple enemy heroes with a single celestial charge. Reward. After stunning 2 heroes, permanently reduce the cooldown by 2 seconds. 8 seconds. After stunning 3 heroes, permanently reduce the cooldown by an additional 2 seconds.
Ooh.
Okay. So we...
Yeah.
And we did
now you
one of
gotta
the quests.
do 3.
Yep.
Boom.
And
look
now
at
we're
that.
at... We should be at 6 seconds cooldown.
6 seconds. Yep, there
Yep,
it is.
6 seconds. Okay. Cool. 40 mana. 60, 50. Wonder if it's worth the cooldown reduction if we have the mana pool for it.
Oh. Well, I guess
Kinda
it
thing.
depends on how his mana scales, right?
Consuming Flame. Hitting heroes with the center of Solarian's Fire, the slow part. Increases center damage by 10 up to 150 after hitting 15 heroes. Increase Solarian or Solarion? Or
Solarians.
Solarian Fire slow by 15%. 15% being a 55% slow. Complete quest.
So far, we haven't seen any mana refund yet, so we'll have to see.
55% slow.
Permission to air horn, sir.
Permission granted.
Thank you, Grumpy Tesco, for the sub. Happy New Year!
Thank you, Grumpy Tesco, for the tier 1 sub.
Oh, I think you have to shout these quests. So for Impaling Light, you have to yell.
Impaling light.
Ah.
Consuming. No, that's too.
That's not it.
No.
We're back in the olden days.
Hang on.
Consuming fire.
I think what we really need is just some reverb.
There we go.
Can we go deep? There we go.
Consuming light.
Consuming light.
Solarian's fury.
Molten armor.
Imperius.
Angel Slayer.
Angel Slam.
Yours is more.
I'm the Digimon.
More Pokemon, yeah. Cool. All right. So, more damage. Always good. Reset.
Choose a talent.
Burn the impure. Burn the impure. Consuming.
That sounds like a monster truck rally is going to be happening this Sunday.
Consuming a Solarian's fire mark deals bonus damage equal to 3% of the hero's maximum health.
Wow.
Consuming a Solarian's fire mark. That's very interesting. So certain marks get certain traits.
So that's why the pips are associated with specific. Yeah.
Well done. So we're sitting around being like, you made another. You made another Orpheo. Congrats, I guess.
Design
cool idea.
team. That's like
pretty cute.
all the hats off.
That's pretty cute.
That took a lot of thought. I'm sure that was a fun puzzle to figure out.
Yeah, well, and also the forethought of making sure talents like that didn't appear at Orphea and, keeping that unique to Imperius here, making him a pretty boy. Neat. All right, so a level 1 giant killer on a Bruiser. Very interesting.
Good. It looks like there'll be a big difference between skill floor and skill ceiling. Yeah, 3 marks to juggle. I completely agree with that.
Bulwark of Flame. Hitting a hero with Solarian's Fire grants 60 physical armor against the next 2 hero basic attacks, storing up to 4 charges.
Okay.
Hitting a hero with Solarian's Fire. Okay, that's kind of nice because that's tied to our ranged ability.
So if you're going to be poking a lot, this could be...
Well, imagine that Braxa situation. You're dueling against Raynor, and you're having a bit of trouble against him. At level 4, you pick up a 60 armor for 4 basic attacks from him. And maybe that'd give you the time to close it.
Did the 4 stay there, or do they have a timer?
No, these are charges to block.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they're just sitting there. So I've got 60 armor sitting for whenever. Now, it is only hitting a hero physical armor against no heroic basic attacks. Cool. So I couldn't go use that for lane minions or beating up on these guys. But still, pretty nice.
Yeah.
Choose a talent.
Unshakable Faith.
Ooh.
Activating molten armor removes roots and slows. If a disabling effect is removed, heal for an additional amount. Roots and slows. So kind of like your Sonya.
Activating molten armor, yeah.
What's that whirlwind talent?
The whirlwind.
Where you break out, get free.
Well, that's good to have.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, when Zool was huge, back in the day when it was Sonya versus Zool in a lane, you took that level 4 whirlwind talent that would get you out of roots, and the Zool... The Zool had nowhere to go. Nowhere to hide.
There's a lot of Deckard still. Arthas
so mad about that.
Is doing pretty good.
That's true, yeah.
Roots have been powerful for a bit, so that's a cool thing for level 4. Battle Hunger, heal for 96 health for every Valorous brand mark consumed.
Oh,
okay.
So there's your self-heal, assuming you're doing the pips correctly.
Yeah, so we're not missing any.
So here's the thing. If you practiced on Li Ming's level 20, where you have to cycle through her abilities for spell damage, it's going to be a shoo-in. It's going to be so easy.
I mean, it is a fun
because you're already mentally set for that.
So we do a slow.
Stab, fire, and now you're... and then you heal off of these jerks.
So even more reason to make sure you are making auto attacks during your molten armor.
And Happy New Year, Muffin!
Let's take a look at this. So there's our big one, and so 296.
Cool.
So it doesn't add them together, which is interesting. Cool. Cool talent. I like it.
What do you mean it doesn't add them together?
Oh, so it's not doing 96 plus 96.
Oh,
it's doing
okay,
2 sets of 96.
Number.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Flash of Anger.
Ooh.
Hitting a hero marked by Solarian's Fire. Solarian Fire. Celestial Charge.
Happy New Year.
211 damage around the target.
Oh,
marked
cool.
Celestial Charge. So we do some sort of hit for a slow, frame it up,
there we go, and there's the burst. That was a pretty burst.
Okay. Cool. So maybe this is, I mean, already I'm feeling like Imperius Johanna. What a cool combination that would be.
Also, we're getting lots of comments about how menacing his walk is. And they want to have a walk-off between him and Mal'Ganis.
Oh, he has a really good swagger.
Yeah. He walks with purpose.
Yeah.
He is coming to kick your butt.
I agree. Good point. Good call.
Cool.
Now, what I don't see is this isn't delayed.
That seems seems... What do you mean it's not delayed?
The explosion goes off before they're pulled together, which is a shame. For, sweet optimization.
Well, it says when they're hit with it, right?
Right. But they're exploding in the area around them.
Yeah.
If they were exploding once they were lifted up, then they'd be touching each other, and you'd get the... So, doing this isn't as optimized.
Yeah. But I think...
As doing
this talent would be better
right?
optimized if...
So right here, bam. And they both explode on each other.
It's tight quarters anyway, right?
Yeah, definitely. Or maybe you're still dueling at level 7. That's not really a thing.
Yeah.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Blaze of Glory. Solarian Fire again. Leaves a line of scorched earth along the center, exploding 2 seconds later and dealing 165 damage.
Gotta choose it.
There we go. Ooh. Isn't that pretty?
Okay. So I guess if you have a Deckard on your team who can lock people down.
Do we... Let's see. Let's give this guy a yank, perhaps. Nope, that pulls him the wrong way. 1 Mississippi. No, okay. So the slow is only applied by the initial go. The secondary explosion does not apply increased duration.
That makes sense, though. Because the talent doesn't say that it applies an additional slow.
Yeah, but it is damage from that ability.
Does it reset his AA bonus?
Oh, good question. Does it mark him? Yeah, let's try that. So, boop. No mark, so completely isolated damage. Not part of your trait.
Choose a talent.
Good question.
Choose a talent.
Holy Feather. Cooldown 18 seconds. Activate to cause the next 4 basic attacks to cleave. Ooh, cool.
Can I say fervor?
Fervor?
Fervor.
Cool. You can just say that.
Okay. Do you like cleaving?
Cleaving's pretty cool. I mean, cleaving felt better in Dota because you actually got gold when you killed things.
Yeah.
So cleaving was the madness if you sucked. There we go. So we got some cleaves. In a nice little arc there.
Cool.
And we would be perhaps doing really good AoE damage if we cleave during this.
There we go. And what about your heal on top of it?
Yeah, that could be really powerful. 18 seconds isn't awful.
Yeah, and that's a good point. This could be a wave clear build if you're in lane.
Yeah. We're at level 7, so lane clear is still pretty important.
That's a good point. I like that it changes his attack animation.
Yeah, I'm glad to. Not just an explosion.
And everybody does like a little bit of cleavage. It's tasteful. And you choose when to activate it. So it's not on all the time. Okay, that does some decent.
Yeah, cooldown doesn't start until you make your auto attack.
Okay, well that's nice. And then how long of a cooldown is it?
18 seconds.
Oh, you should be cleaving all the time.
So we are on...
That's not a long cooldown.
Yeah, so now we activate it, and so down here, I know my next 4 basic attacks. Next 4. Hang on a sec, though. Could I do... Oh, no. Okay, it's got good protection. Now cooldown begins. So I can't use 1 charge, sit on 3 charges, start the cooldown, and then kind of do an always cleaving kind of business. That's fair. They thought ahead. Good job. Can't cheat it.
Choose a talent.
All right, let's go up to 10.
Yeah, well, everyone's stoked for 10 because these heroics are off the chart.
They're pretty sweet.
Choose a talent.
Okay, we get to choose new language for heroes. Should I say broken AF or is that too?
Depends if you're going for YouTube
Should
clicks.
I say awesome? Amazing?
I don't know. You're poking the hornet's nest.
Ever?
You're poking the hornet's nest by asking me that.
Excitedly positive.
I might say that's a fun talent.
Ooh.
Instead of the pros will use this. I can say this will be fun.
Oh.
Maybe
like
that should matter more now.
I like that.
Angelic Armaments, which is really sweet and of course reminds me of very anime Final Fantasy, Gilgamesh kind of things.
Yeah, and I mean, but is it a cute talent?
Cute talents are very different.
We've confirmed
Very
that
different.
they're fun, but are they cute?
Yeah.
And how do you determine a cute from a fun talent?
Well, a cute is something that's tricky. Tricksy and cute.
Oh, there we go. Can you activate the missiles and make them hit your Q by doing R, then Q on top of the enemy hero. I guess when we get to armaments here.
Yes, let's test it. So we get a
We haven't
shield.
even chosen it yet.
Summon a ring of blazing swords, granting a shield for 3 seconds. If the shield lasts the full duration, this ability can be reactivated within 5 seconds to launch 6 swords towards an area, hitting, dealing 207 damage to the first enemy hit. First enemy hit, no less. Certainly is a cool ability. And we have flaming swords that we launch.
There we go.
The little tame. It's a sweet ability.
But he shoots swords at you.
I know how loud this probably was during testing at times, and they tuned it down. This thing could be a lot louder. I would support Blizzard going louder on this.
Oh, okay. So make it even louder.
Yeah. In fact, compared to Tyrael and Malthael, he's got pretty tame wings. See? Look at his little baby wings. I mean, I guess they're folded in.
It's not about the size of the wings, Kyle. It's how you use them.
But Tyrael's like, whoa.
That's true.
And Malthael's pretty whoa, too. So, silhouettes.
Imperius invested.
I'm just saying, this could be a little...
His wings are in his armor. They're growers,
could be a little,
not showers.
A little louder. All right, so...
Okay, question. Do you aim after the timeout, or do you have to be pointing the way when you cast it?
No, so my mouse is here in the middle when I cast it, and I can fire down here. So I get a full 5 seconds.
To determine where you want them to go.
3 seconds, change, but I don't have any visual that I can see. Oh, it's on my character. Okay, there it is.
Okay.
So here's the shield.
Okay.
If the shield lasts the full time,
there we go. There's your countdown.
my bonus duration, and then I can at the last second fire those out. So 3 seconds of shield, but I lose the shield and then get the armaments.
So you're going to be in the middle of a fight and it's going to look hopeless and you're going to pop it and hopefully keep your shield and then destroy the fools in front of you.
Yeah, it's got pretty good range too on that.
So you recast it?
Yes, a second recast. So this could even be you're in the thick of it. You're doing the kind of Sonya business. You're healing, you're trying to stay in it as best you can, and you kind of do and start limping out. And as you're towards the back of the fight,
and then you might get a kill off of this.
As you limp away,
that's a lot of
perhaps.
damage.
Yeah. What were you excited about there?
Oh, I was just I want to say thank you, Blizzard, because I think this is gonna save a lot of newer players who get excited with the R's, because when you're hitting an R and you hit it too fast or something, and you're like, God, I blew it. Well, you get some time. As long as you can't recast this until your shield is done charging. So you get some time to cast R, take in a breath, and then fire the missiles.
Let's see if it works like Li Ming. No, it's based on me. So
okay, but can you activate R and then Q to make sure it hits? Oh, I see.
Yeah, so you're saying
RQ.
So we go in
and then smack them.
Looks like we might be silenced. We are silenced out of it during the Q.
So you have to wait until they fall down from the stun.
Right.
But that's because you're channeling it, so that would make sense.
So likely work in your hand.
Lined up in front of you, so it's not too bad.
You'd want to apply your slow first. And so get your slow on them so they're easier to hit. And then frame it up.
Shoot them, then Q. Oh!
So you're saying like catch up to the target?
Oh!
Yeah. That's it looks sweet.
Yeah.
Certainly a cool idea.
That's nice. I like that. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. So we activate it to kind of pursue them with a slow, framing up our shot.
Yeah. Oh.
But you got to make sure the R is actually flying.
Yeah.
Before you fire. That makes sense.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
All right, now we get to the one that I'm really excited about.
Wrath of
Angiris.
Oh, the Angiris Council. Yeah. 80 seconds, 60 seconds, 80 mana, 80 seconds. After 0.75 seconds, charge in the direction, lifting in the target direction, lifting the first enemy hero hit into the heavens, while in the area, Imperius can steer the landing location by moving. After 2 seconds, slam the target in the ground, dealing 555 damage and stunning them for 1 second. 6 swords, 2, 7. Okay. Yeah, you move pretty fast. So you can straight up whiff.
Answer for your transgressions.
Looks like our arrow is...
Okay, so this is a skill shot.
Yeah. So let's try out those. We got the slow that would frame you up.
Answer for your transgressions.
Can we do it during...
Wait,
so then
is it tethered? Please don't tell me it's tethered. Oh my god. Is it tethered?
What? No. No.
So it's not one of those where you cast it from far away and it goes off anyway?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Duh, okay.
Yeah,
I mean, that
but
makes
that's how any
sense
skill
because
shot
it is a
works.
skill shot. Yeah. Okay.
I thought you were asking... This direction I can change at any time.
Yeah, totally. Ooh, so if Johanna jumps up while Imperius is already lifting her, does it break the skybox and crash the client? That's a long wind-up, so interruptible. Do you go on full cooldown if the channel is interrupted?
Let's see if we can try it. We were unstoppable.
Cool.
Okay, but here's a route. Okay,
Yeah.
we cannot cast it in a route.
But that's because you're silenced, right?
No,
It's not
I'm not
interrupting
silenced
you?
in a boss route.
Oh.
I'm just rooted.
Oh, just rooted. Okay.
So it's a
that's what I
movement
thought.
ability, so I can't use it while rooted at all.
Oh, because it's a movement
right.
ability.
So if I
Okay.
was sitting inside a Deckard route and I wanted to get out of it, I could not use
Yeah.
my
so
R.
the question for all warriors, is he a solo tank? I'm gonna go with depends on how the builds work out.
Yeah, so we're unstoppable during this
Cool.
charge, it seems. What we need is a field we can actually fire through to see if we go through it, like the mosh pit we were talking about. But I don't know if we could set up a zone like that here in the try mode. So our best bet would just be getting boss to stun here.
The cooldown on this R is 80 seconds, correct?
Yes.
Your deeds shall be
Yeah, 80 seconds on
Cool,
that
there
guy,
we go.
60 seconds on this guy.
Unstoppable on the charge, but not the channel. So we still need to figure out if he's stunned during the channel. Does he go on full cooldown? And your cooldowns are toggled, right? Cool.
Yeah.
I will strike you down.
Hit it.
Cool. 9 seconds. So the 10-second reset
Sweet.
is there. Cool. So if you get mini stunned by little things in the area, interrupted by a Johanna, you don't lose the whole spell. Mephisto style.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of cool. It shows the hero symbol that you have held.
I think his mana usage is also really high. It seems that way. I think that's what you guys have been saying a lot.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Pathetic mortals. Stunning an enemy hero with celestial charge
This is my
reduces their
go-to.
damage by 35% for 4
Ooh.
seconds. Stunning,
Ooh.
4 seconds. Cool. So they get some drippies then? Nope, we didn't pick the talent. Yep, so after they land. So you're not losing duration on the reduction, which
Cool.
is good. Good of them to pre-plan that. Excellent.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Divine Rage. Striking an enemy hero with molten armor reduces its cooldown by 0.25. Striking? So you're talking about, or
There we
just
go.
the spell itself?
There we go. Yeah. So the spell is hitting,
Cool.
I think.
Yeah, so we're reducing the cooldown by hitting.
There we go. Yeah.
But if it hits heroes, so we're not getting any more because the same number of mini missiles fire, whether or not we're targeting 7 targets or 1 target. So by standing in the middle of a bunch of guys here, we're not actually getting a bigger cooldown than if we were 1v1 dueling. So as long as you're sticking to somebody, you're going to take down the cooldown a bit. So same
Yeah,
duration.
look at that.
So probably
Looks
totals
like
to
you
what,
get it
7?
down to 5 seconds. Pretty good.
Yeah, it takes it to 5 seconds visually, but you're probably a 7. Something
Yeah.
like that, because you're still waiting along this time period.
That's true.
While it reduces down to that 5, 6. Yeah, probably more like 8. So you get about 4 seconds off your duration.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I guess you could actually do the math for how many mini missiles you fire. Heat of battle.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Molten armor heals for 25% more while Imperius is below 50% health.
Nice.
Okay, cool. What is the remove slows? All right, that's every Valorous brand, and this is molten armor. Cool. So We do not stack our healing talents in that way. And it's not based on my auto attack heal, it's just Molten Armor. So there's no sort of mega healing build I could do with Battle Hunger plus Cleave plus Molten Armor.
Yeah.
You can still take this whenever you want. If you didn't take earlier talents, is my thought. All right. 16, where some cool stuff sometimes hides.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Oops.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Celestial Swiftness. Stunning an enemy hero with Celestial Charge grants 50% attack speed and 20% movement speed. Well, this is what I want to see just because I want to see how he looks when he walks faster.
Oh, he's really going. Oh, you stole the cookies. Now you made your mother mad, and he is coming after you.
Just wait till your father gets home.
Oh my God! Could you imagine having Imperius as your dad? Oh.
50% attack speed. So let's do Battle Hunger, Holy Fever.
Choose a talent.
Fever?
Fervor.
As I always say to people who do that, that means I read the word first before I ever heard it, which means I read books. That's how
video games.
Hey, either way, I read the word. So
Ooh, the combo reminds me of Kerrigan a little bit.
Okay. So we do move and attack speed. I guess it doesn't work perfectly here.
What are you trying to do?
So we go in for increased attack speed.
Okay.
Just trying out the cleaves. So 4 basic attacks, but I'm doing them 50% faster.
You could feel that slow when you're going back. You can't go back to the slow attack speed. Oh, you can feel it right here. Oh.
Yep, when that wall hits.
Oh my God.
Well, it depends on how long our investment's going to be, right? Like, if this is about the...
Well, actually, so it's your Q, correct? What if you do the cooldown, so it's 6 seconds? Could you technically keep queuing and keep your fast attack speed going?
Well, that's an interesting idea. Yeah, so what if we completed our quest?
Yeah.
And we did all this as well?
Choose a talent.
Can you press E while Q is active, or do we need to E after Q?
You can hit E while Q is active. The whole reason why you'd want to avoid it unless you're going for a really quick pylon kill is because this is constantly resetting your brand for bonus damage. And if you're using that during this, you're not getting those auto attacks out. So you're missing out on, 1 or 2 enhanced auto attacks. So it wouldn't be an unoptimized idea, but also you like Kael'thas, you go Flame Strike, Living Bomb, Stun, Living Bomb. But if you just want to and kill someone real quick,
yeah, right, you're gonna do your thing.
that's perfectly fine because you're getting that kill. So you want to know if we could maintain our attack speed increase. So here's our attack speed.
Yeah. Before we do this, unless you want to finish your thought, we have Pip explanation request again.
Hang on a sec. I do want to finish my thought. Okay.
So what are you checking?
So I want to see. So here's our attacks per second increased right now. 2 seconds, 1 second.
It's over. We're back. All right.
So we can almost keep it infinite.
Yeah! Nice. Thank you for checking that for me.
Yeah, with the cooldown reduction.
Yes!
Okay.
Fantastic. All right, so the pips. So it's not like Orphea where you just gather pips regardless. Each pip, there are 3 of them, is tied to a basic ability. Q is the first pip, W is the second pip, E is the third pip. So as you can see here, so it shows you which pip is active. Each pip has its own 10-second cooldown timer. So they cool down at different rates based upon when you hit that hero with the ability.
Right, so they're all 10-second durations. If I hit, let's say, this guy, and we wait 5 seconds, and then we hit this guy and don't use it, the middle will fade first. And then our Q mark here will fade next.
So there
unless
you go.
I use it, of course, with an auto attack.
And then there's an earlier talent that's tied to one of the pips. If you do damage with the ability, with someone who's marked with a pip from that ability, you get extra from that talent.
Yes.
It was one of the earlier ones too.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
All right, what are we moving on to?
Melting Touch. Consume a molten armor mark reduces the target's armor by 25% for 4 seconds. So this would just
I
be
love vulnerable.
cool, and we keep resetting it because we're here
Kristen's
doing it to their
finding
face.
her build.
Strike you down.
And you'd keep that reset during that time. Now this does damage, but this is all armor, right? Reduces target's armor.
So you could jump in the middle of them and reduce armor for everybody.
So what I'd want to do then, molten armor is the one. All right, so I would want to, let's say we're doing this, use all the marks of molten armor, but now I have a 25 duration that I still do bonus damage in. So that'd be more my strat here, is to get them armor reduced. And then even while they're armor reduced, I might go for an ultimate.
Yeah.
By the time he landed, he had lost the armor.
Does it clear them of their... because it takes them out of the game?
Let's try instead to see if, yeah. It's going to be hard to tell this one because the duration of it is pretty short. So let's see. Because by the time we grab it, it's already a fourth gone. And then they come down and they're missing their armor already. So let's instead try doing it with pips. So let's load him up with all pips.
Okay.
And take him into space.
Wait, he's not getting armor reduction in that.
But we're not auto-attacking him.
Oh.
All right, so he's got 3 pips.
Okay.
And he lands with 3 pips. So he's not cleansed in air of anything.
Okay, cool.
So he'd still maybe have dots on him and poison damage and stuff like that, we can assume.
Yeah.
All right, so then this would be better with...
Choose a talent.
Does the take into space slam hurt others you land on?
Choose
That's a good question.
Choose a
And before we go on, Tyler, thank you so much for the sub. 10 months in a row. Just played against a 72 Grandmaster with my Team League Silver Gold team. We wrecked! Thanks, coach!
Congratulations. That's a
Yeah!
good victory. The language here suggests
We
no.
can land on people,
That's true.
right?
That's true. We can.
choose a
Let's
talent.
see it in action.
It says landing on them, which makes it sound like no. So
Okay.
single target damage.
Choose a talent.
But I'm
So
thinking
sadly.
right now that we would go angelic armaments
Choose a talent.
for our
Choose a
bonus armor because it's all types of armor.
Yeah.
So we do an armor reduction here, and then while he's missing all that armor,
Oh!
we close in for the 300 hits kill.
This is so good!
Yeah, so that's 260,
Look at that!
262, and then with reduced armor, 328. So pretty good, pretty good. Bonus damage from that.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Sovereign?
Yeah, sovereign.
Sovereign armor. Molten armor grants 50 armor for 2.5 seconds. Okay, so you just get 50 armor.
Oh, so do you want to take armor or do you want to give armor?
Yeah. Very interesting choices for 16.
I choose to take armor. Ooh, it's just 50 armor for you when you could be getting negative 25 for all those guys.
That's actually a great question that you didn't pose, but I'm going to
Oh!
can we
Why, thank
cleave
you.
the damage?
Choose a talent.
That is a great question. I'm glad I thought of it. Thank you for answering
You're
this
welcome.
question.
You're welcome. Can
Right.
we cleave
Can
the
you
spell?
cleave it, man?
Yep.
Yeah!
Cleave the armor reduction.
Oh, stab him!
Yeah, so that would be, so this would be like your sort of cleavy damage build. And then as one of these fellers runs away,
You blow them up. They're
Yeah.
dead. Dude, the landing ult seems not good, though. Do you feel the same? Or do you like the landing ult?
I mean, it's going to be hard to hit like any aimed skill shot.
Yes.
So there's going to be those issues. I think that it would isolate. So you might have your, your Stitches kind of moments with it.
Yeah.
That might be good.
Any ideas on what may counter him?
Choose a talent.
I need something to play when he goes live.
So we've got a...
They mentioned in the video hypermobile characters, because like we're seeing here,
Yeah.
he's not a mobile guy.
He's very skill
He's like
shot
Melganis,
dependent.
right?
And I do think like
Choose a talent.
Artanis into Malthael, you're going to need to get in a decent amount of range. You've got this poke,
Yeah.
but it's not absurd.
No, not at all. And that poke isn't going to win you the game.
Yeah, so you might just get outranged by something. If you take armor talents, it feels like Artanis, you might be doing yourself a disservice. A lot like Blaze, too. Blaze, if you end up investing in a bunch of survivability talents in the late game, you're already losing.
And that's a good point, Sirius. You lose the damage from the shield if you lose the shield.
But I can do this. So like Stitches, I can get somebody over the wall.
That's true, which is really nice.
I can reposition somebody into another problem area, perhaps.
Blaze, where are you off to? Nowhere.
Your enemies fall before you.
I also have a decent auto attack range, so I'd combo well with maybe things like Leoric or other terrain builders because I can auto attack. Like I can auto attack this back line while still being behind these guys. So I might be able to get Blaze from back here, which is what I'm going to try in a moment once he respawns. And I mean, you still got a chance to miss this guy. 60 seconds, 80 seconds.
Yeah.
There's a lot of tools to change here outside of what it actually does damage-wise.
Does his Q bypass minions? We get to see that right now.
That's a good question, actually. It should say hits a hero, so...
There you go.
Yep, and in fact, I don't even impale any minions, only the hero.
Through him.
And no damage. Oh, wait, no, I did do... Yeah, I do damage.
Oh, okay.
In the area. Oh, close.
Close.
Yeah, so I can do a little bit of clear with this. But I'd say you gotta get... So you got this mark here, which could be good for dueling other bruisers. But it looks like you might struggle against that Malthael or something like a Rainer that would just straight up outrange you in the first place.
Yeah.
In your lane. Where were we? Sovereign Armor, and that was just a boop.
Yep.
Bunch
so we
of
are
armor,
on to 20.
Which is armor during a shield talent if you go for it, which is always very powerful.
Yeah.
Because if you do lose, let's say you take angelic armaments and you lose your shield, you lost the beams, you lost the swords that you shoot. So having 50 armor underneath your shield would guarantee you'd get through the initial shielding to actually fire your armaments. So that may be an emergency pickup here.
Point. Yeah.
If for some reason you're getting burned of that whole shield during that time, which can happen, and particularly if they do anti-shield talents, it is level 10, and anti-shield talents might come on after that. Let's go to 20.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent. Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
All right, so we got our Angrius Council, Wrath of Angiris.
I like Angrius though, because it sounds like a margarita.
Angrius,
Sangria.
Or like a type of steak.
Sangria,
at Applebee's.
So like it's his drink. It's his favorite drink.
Angiris. Fervor,
yeah.
Fervor, okay. Consuming a Valorous brand reduces the cooldown of Wrath of Angiris?
Yes.
By 5 seconds. Oh, so I do so consuming a brand. So we land and we have a big old cooldown, but then we heat up on this guy a little bit. By how much? Okay, there we go. So we consume the thing.
Yeah, look at that.
5 seconds. Not very big there, but let's let him reset, because I can use my sweet talent build here to do just that. So we're at 51 seconds here. Well, let's just activate our cleave and get big old cooldown reduction.
Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh.
It's pretty cute.
So good with the cleave, yeah. Assuming you're hitting more than one hero.
Exactly. It's a bit of a dream.
Fine print.
It's a bit of a dream scenario for sure, but let's even get this guy stacked on top of these ones.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We get a pretty big reduction doing that.
That was pretty good.
Cool. Neat.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Allied heroes gain a weaponized shield. Nearby allied heroes gain a shield for 3 seconds. If the shield lasts the full duration, fire a sword at the nearest enemy hero, dealing damage. Okay.
So do they get their own shield then?
Yeah, it sounds like they get their own shield, and then maybe it auto targets.
There we go.
Yeah, so it auto fires.
Ah, there we go.
So let's get cute here.
So you can turn your friends into your army.
Because you're gonna run
Lost
Imperius with
Vikings.
Lost Vikings
Well,
because
duh.
you need all those fires. And you're gonna put it up against, let's say we're fighting Alarak. Why not?
Mm-hmm. Come on, guys. Here we go. Let's try it.
All right, we got them all close by. Let's
Okay.
see. There's our area of effect. Toggle cooldowns. Looked like a skill shot, did it? I mean, we definitely did some damage. Nice counter. Let's let him clear out and come a little closer here.
Yeah.
Kind of looked like it hit the minions, though. Hard to tell.
All right, here we go.
So nothing happened because no heroes were in range. See if it hits through a wall, maybe?
No. The sound is great, though.
Well,
There
rightfully
we go.
so.
There was one.
Okay.
Olaf was with you. There he goes.
Okay,
Yeah.
300.
Okay. Olaf got the kill.
Okay. So probably more for the friendly shields than the actual mini missile you shoot. But, you know, that's something. That's still pretty cute.
Well, and imagine you're giving an enemy a hug like this, and then you activate the shields.
Excellent.
There you go. What?
I wasn't hitting him, but the skill shot might be thinner. Oh, weird. Looks like the visual is a lot bigger than the actual skill shot. So this is a miss.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So this blade makes you think it's really big, but it's
Yeah.
actually very, very thin. It's just the center.
Well, they want you to be good.
Target hero
Also,
kit.
remember, Alarak lost some weight this holiday season.
So this is my damage area, actually.
I imagine that's a good ult with a dive team. Ooh.
Yeah, that's a good thought. So this is my damage area, not my stun area.
Yeah. 60-second cooldown for what is almost a storm shield with damage. Seems good.
Yeah. Certainly, even without the mini missile firing at all in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Choose a talent.
Let's reset the buildings. Refresh forts.
Oh no! You've trapped your friend!
I mean, they should have despawned in the first
Shut
place.
your eyes, chat!
So it's their fault. Their fault for not going away.
How's Imperius
Looks like
looking
they're gonna
so
chill.
far?
He's pretty cool. I think Kristen's the bruiser expert here, so she's excited, and I'll take that to be a good thing.
Choose a talent.
Oh, you got
Impervious Imperius.
reported.
For what?
What you
Oh,
did
for
to the
for
Vikings,
respawning the
man.
buildings on top. 75%. Oh, 75-second cooldown. Activate to become unstoppable. 75 spell armor for 2 seconds. Hitting heroes with the center of Solarian's fire. Reduces this cooldown by 5 seconds.
Oh.
Power of the angels knows no
So kind of like Urel's? No, that's not Urel's shield at all. She soaks up all damage and then heals.
Yeah, hers is a really short cooldown.
Yeah.
Her unstoppable. I can't think of another hero that has a armor that is reduced by something. Because Tyrael had one like this. I'm not sure if his is spell armor only. And spell armor only is really dangerous because you sometimes take a bunch of auto attacks and you still die.
Yeah.
So let's see. Okay, unstoppable.
Nice.
Armor.
There we go.
Cool. A little bit of cooldown reduction off it.
Yeah. Blaze's trait with flame stream reduction.
Okay, yeah. Neat. I'm sure you just want this for the unstoppable. There's something
Yeah.
so crazy in this game.
Well, also, too, I guess maybe if you're going after a spell person who's been pecking you all game,
Yeah.
and you finally get to activate an unstoppable and you soak up their damage, that would probably be pretty terrifying.
Well, if you're doing this build like we've been trying here with the cleave and the
And
molten
what if
armor and
you
all
get
that,
this speed increase, too? On top of being unstoppable,
Right.
and you've got spell, that Kael'thas is going to poop his little britches.
because if I were to do that speed increase, I would want unstoppable maybe during it, so I'm
Oh,
not
look at that.
getting ruined during it.
Mm-hmm.
Choose a talent.
All right.
Valorous Pursuit, Cooldown 15 seconds. Activate to teleport to an enemy that has been marked by Valorous Brand.
Ooh, this is the teleport. Okay, so we wanted to try marking them, her thing, and then can you teleport back?
Cool. So it looks like I get to select which one I go to.
Nice. Oh, look at that.
You appear in front of them. You
What's
do not.
the cooldown?
The cooldown's 15 seconds.
Okay. That's actually pretty good. And we're gonna have to click over here, right? Oh, look at that. There, it's back now. Wait, it's not back. Huh.
Maybe I didn't have sight of them anymore.
But it's supposed to be map wide, right?
That's not that I have vision. Because
No, what does the text say? I thought this was... And it doesn't say you have to have sight.
yeah, but you're the Illidan player. You know you can't hunt to people you can't see.
Level 20, if they have low health, you can see them in your global.
Doesn't that have a range on it, though?
Not level 20?
Maybe. I don't know. Because we might just not have sight of this character.
Yeah.
So even though we can see that we branded them.
No. Huh. What if you ride out past the gate? Huh.
So what we want to do here is let's
Yeah.
do an enemy. And we can keep sight on him with the minions.
Oh, that's a good point. I want to see someone recreate the Indiana Jones scene where Imperius does the staff swinging animation and then Raynor just shoots him.
Let's come here. Come here.
He's gonna go behind the wall.
Yeah.
I think you'd be better off not summoning the Vikings,
Skittish.
right? Let someone push your.
Well, the Vikings should be gone. They're not on.
Oh
It's
no!
busted.
Oh, sorry.
We'll try replacing it with Abathur. And then we'll try getting rid of Abathur.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize.
The battle continues.
All right. So there's a mark on her. She is off the map. Off the map. I can't even see her. There she is. Okay. So it is site dependent.
Confirmed.
So we do need sight on her.